Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a very warm welcome back to another Tankard Brewing video. For those of you who don't know, my name's Ben. I'm one of two of the Tankard Brewing lads. Fenton sadly can't be here today, but he'll be on upcoming videos. He's sadly at work today. So in today's video, as you can probably tell from the title, we are going to be reviewing the Rapt can and bottle filler. Now me and Fenton have had this actually for about 12 months. We've just never had any beer to actually put through it, and obviously we haven't been releasing any videos because we've been so busy, so apologies on that, but we are back to it now. We've got 3 beers brewed / brewing, and they'll be coming with tasting videos, so just thank you so much for your patience. If you are new to us, then check out the rest of our videos. We don't take anything really serious. We just have a go, have a laugh, and try and make some beer. So if that's what you like, then feel free to check out the other videos. So this I have had a play around with this morning, tried to calibrate it. So I've got the gas calibrated, and I have just calibrated the machine so it knows a 500ml bottle where to put it to. Well, it says it does. I haven't actually tried it yet. So gas calibration is really simple. You basically put a glass of water on, press go, and there's a screw in the middle here, a Phillips screw that you can just turn. It's got an onboard regulator which will regulate the pressure itself. So I've just done that. I've just got a nice steady stream. Didn't want too much gas. It was very violent when I first turned it on. Water was going everywhere. I've turned that right down because to purge the bottles you don't actually need that much pressure. And then to actually calibrate the machine, what you do is the fill, you mark 10 centimeters up on this tube and draw a line, which I've done with a little bit of the old reliable Sharpie. You then set the machine to calibrate, put the thing in a glass of water up to the line, so the water goes there, and then it actually calculates the pressure of the water, I believe, or the gas, to see how much is in there. So that's how it knows. You can use any size of vessel, just as long as the water goes up to 10 centimeters, which I've done. So hopefully it should work. Now, what beer have I got on? We've actually got a Mangrove Jack's Peach Pilsner extract kit. I mean, Fenton don't really normally do extract kits, but being busy, I had to prep for an operation, so I can't actually do any lifting. We just thought it'd be an easy brew to get us started and back into it. It's actually turned out really nice, so I want to share that beer with my dad. He drinks Pilsners, lagers, so I'm going to put some in a bottle, so when I next go down to the Midlands I can take it and he can give a try. Also got a homebrew meet coming up, so I might take a bottle down there and see what they think of it as well. So perfect opportunity. Now the beer is in a keezer, maybe 3 meters behind me. I can't actually lift anything over 5 kilos at the moment, so I've ran a very long beer line. I've ran some beer through it to get the line cool, so I'm hoping for not much fobbing, but I am expecting a little bit, so there might be a bit of overflow. That's not the machine's fault, that's my fault because I currently can't lift anything, so getting a 25 litre keg over here is a no-go. I've got gas bottle connected to here. It has got an onboard regulator, as I did say, and I've also got a regulator attached to the keg because obviously we need the gas, the serving pressure coming from the keg. So shall we give it a try? Let's see. So I've got a sanitised brown bottle on the machine now. I've put the tubes so they're pretty much way down to the bottom, and that's actually as low as they'll go. I could move this up slightly, but it's literally a few mil off the bottom. Now what can you do with this machine? So if I cycle through the settings, bear with me 2 seconds, see how I do this. You've got options you've got custom fill A and B, so I believe you can actually connect this to the Wi-Fi and set through the Rapt app certain profiles that you want. We've got a litre bottle, 750ml bottle, 500ml bottle, 330ml bottle. We've got a litre can, 500ml can, 330ml can, and then custom fill C, B, A, and it rotates back. So just with what we're using today, I'm going to set this to a 500ml bottle. These are actually pint bottles, so they'll be slightly over 500ml. So I think that's about it. So what we're going to do is we are literally just going to press go and see how we get on. Fingers crossed. So there, the gas is coming through, purging the bottle of oxygen, and here comes the beer. Now I have got a bucket underneath, so if anything does full down, hopefully it'll go in the bucket. So I am expecting a little bit of fobbing just to the fact that it's such a long beer run, but it is -2 currently, so hopefully the line should be cold enough. So you can see the beer coming through now. There's not a lot of fobbing. There is a bit of bubbles, etc., but I have used no rinse sanitizer, so there's a little bit of that left in as well. And just fill in. Tells you at the top here how much is done, so that's registering that it's half done, which looks about right to me. And we're still coming up now. See, there's a bit of a head building now. These are bubbles from the no-fill sanitizer. And I do think we're going to get a bit of spillage, which is absolutely fine. And there's a bit of foam coming out the top, which the bucket is catching, so there's a winner. And there we go. So that has filled that like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm quickly going to go over to my capper and get a cap on this as soon as possible. So there we have it. One filled bottle. Looking good. Capper didn't want to work, so it was probably took a little longer than it should have, but I've dialed it in now. So should we have one more go? See how we get on. Let's just make sure that that actually wasn't a fluke. So back in we go. 500ml. There's the purge. And just starting to fill. It's so cold, my hands are absolutely freezing. So this, just to let you know while this is filling, obviously your keg connects to here, but then this whole piece comes out, so it's got a typical Kegland connector on top and a tube that comes through here. So when you want to clean, you actually just unscrew this and pull the tube and the connector off, and it says it's actually dishwasher compatible if you want to put it in a dishwasher. That's probably not what I'll do. I'll probably just give it a swirl, put it in some sanitizer, VWP, and give it a clean. But it's good to know that it is dishwasher approved and really easy to clean, because that is going to be the main part that you do want to keep clean. So really impressed with this so far. We have got canning machine as well, so we will probably be having a go with the cans at some point when we get around to that. That is a little bit more hard work, but so I'm just sticking for bottles with this. I actually got 6 bottles that I want to do, so I'll give you a thought after this one on how the rest are going. So nearly there again, a few bubbles coming out the top, which was expected. And stops there. And she comes, and now to get a cap on this one. And just like that, the second bottle is done. So I'm going to do the rest of the bottles, and then I'll come back to you and tell you my thoughts on the product. So that is all 6 bottles done. How do I think the product is? Overall, I think it's a really good product. I think for a purchase for me and Fenton, who absolutely hate bottling and canning, but sometimes want to do it to share with friends, absolutely great purchase. Are we going to get the use out of it? Probably when we do can and bottle, but for someone who cans or bottles constantly, has a keg, maybe has a few pints out themselves out of the keg but wants to share it with others, then this is an absolute perfect addition to your homebrew setup. So really easy, as you saw, press the button, once it's calibrated, all comes up to where it should be. Now looking at the bottles, I probably should have offset maybe a few more mil after the bubbles have settled down. They are slightly lower than where I want them to be, but it's dead easy. You can literally offset how many mil more up the bottle you want it to go. So that is probably what I'll do next time when I get it. Some of that might be due to the fobbing, which obviously we did have because of the long beer line. So we'll wait and see next time we do it. Cleaning wise, I really like this. Let me show how you do the cleaning. So I am going to have to give it all a wipe down, but you literally unscrew this, press this down, and there we go. So everything that comes into contact with the beer is contained in this beer line. That's fantastic. So all I've got to do now is pull it apart, chuck it into some sanitizer, give it a clean, chuck it in the dishwasher, whatever's easiest. So that is a massive plus compared to other canning and bottling machines that are on the market. Next thing, really like, as I mentioned, how it has its own inbuilt regulator. So I've connected my gas up to this, I've just set it, and it'll just regulate the gas itself with a little regulator switch there that you can do. You can do numerous things. You can adjust the purge time, so if you want to purge for a few seconds longer, you can do that all in the settings. So let me just quickly go through the settings. You can connect it to your Wi-Fi so you can download updates and use the Rapt app. You've got your fill presets so you can set what you want. Settings, sound, empty pressure, calibration factor, minimum fill rate, fill timeout, temperature offset. There's loads of stuff in there that I'll probably never ever use because I'm not sure how you do it. You've got a manual fill option. So you can just hold and press if needs be. Diagnostics and about. So as always with Kegland stuff, the majority of the stuff that they produce is absolutely fantastic. Me and Fenton are massive fans of Kegland. We have Brewzilla, we have the Firmzilla pressure. We use a lot of their stuff. Most of our connectors that we use are also Kegland. So big shout out to Kegland. Not sponsored in any way, obviously, but just a big fan of their products and becoming so much more available in the UK with the likes of Malt Miller, Brew Keg Tap. We've purchased almost everything from Brew Keg Tap. But obviously Malt Miller sell it now, so check out Malt Miller as well. But yeah, really dead impressed. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you have this device, let me know what you think of it. Was I doing anything wrong? If you had any issues with it, what do you love about it? And if you're thinking about purchasing this device, just let me know down below why you want to purchase it, and if you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer them. Thanks so much for watching, really appreciate it. If you like what you see, check the channel out. We're just two lads having a laugh, trying to brew beer. And to all our returning subscribers, thanks for tuning in. More videos coming soon. Cheers.